Hello everybody and welcome to Slay the Spire, playing as the Silent on Ascension 9. This is Act 2 versus the Champ. In Act 1 we had a very focused run, got the Paper Crane early, and we have Sucker Punch Plus, Neutralize Plus, and Crippling Cloud, so lots of weakness there. First add was a Blade Dance, Choke kind of complements that, and then we managed to pick up 2 accuracies as well as second Blade Dance, which plays into the Nunchaku very nicely. Also have Noxious Fumes and Footworks, which means we are a little power heavy, but we had the Lantern in Act 1, and now we also have the Fusion Hammer, which means no smithing, which is very unfortunate because our core seems to be very shivy, and these get 50% more, this gets 25% or 33% more, which increases its flexibility as well as choke incidents, so the lack of smithing is a bit bad. We also have the backflip to draw into the Blade Dances more rapidly. Some extra gold, some extra healing. So yeah, we're in a pretty good position overall. Let's see, as far as elites go, we got 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, and this is 4 or 3. And I do see a couple different paths where we could get here with only 2 easy hallway fights. We're a little low on cash for the shop. The healing would be okay, so maybe we go this route. And at this point we could choose not to go this route, or if we do go this route, you know, I just realized it's nothing but events beyond those 2 easy hallway fights. So maybe we will get a shop in there. Of course we could also get one of the hard hallway fights. Alright, so this is actually 6 because of the Nunchaku. So we're looking at 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we'll have an opening for 6 as far as blocking. Playing a lot of cards, choke and accuracy means the Shivs are technically doling out 11 damage each. So yeah, we can definitely kill this guy this turn. Let's backflip first in case we find accuracy. We did not, so we can go ahead with this. Cool, we can actually throw this Shiv back here. We already have 5 block. What would Sucker Punch do? 40% of 11 is like 4 and some change, and since this game rounds up, it would be -5, which means 6, which means we take 1 damage to inflict 9. I think that's a fair exchange rate. Okay. So we do this, and that leaves us at there. Okay. This actually does more damage than this over 2 ticks. I'm just looking at the Nunchaku. This brings it up to 8. We can full block. And now a single strike brings us up to 9 and ends the fight. That's really good. If we can manage to do something like that every time. Obviously it's a bit redundant because we Blade Dance number 3. I can't see that hurting anything. We already have, because of the weakness and the ramped and the scaling, like, we already have a fairly well-rounded deck, so I think in that case it's a little okay to lean into what you're already strong at. Especially since the Nunchaku, I mean, a Blade Dance is like almost 1/3 of an energy. So, yeah, it's like 2/3 of an energy to do a whole lot of damage with accuracy. You guys get the picture. Anyways, hate taking the 18 here, but short-term sacrifice, long-term game. We can't actually smith at campfire, so plus we did gain the 5 max HP, so it's more of a loss of 13, so that makes it not quite as bad. Okay, so let us just do what we can here. Unfortunately, it looks like the extra energy is not particularly useful. And since this is just an easy hallway fight, I don't really see the need to bust open the draw potion, although we are looking at 50-50 here. So, let's see. That's the second accuracy, which means we can just Blade Dance. Oh, so close. Hey, Sucker Punch. And that brings us to 9 here. That's amazing. that's awesome. Even though we don't have any AoE, I think I still make this evaluation there. Blade Dance number 4. Wow. Okay. As if we weren't shivvy enough. No. No. We have Choke as far as Necronomicon is concerned. And that's one way I like to evaluate it, but here it's just straight up. I don't want to be taking that much damage. Well, first thought that comes into mind is we're not going to be able to upgrade the bites. If we had the Toxic Egg, I think it is, that would be very appealing, actually. Also, because of our dependence on Shivs, we're not really looking to play strikes. So, I think this is a pass, even though the 45 gold is very compelling. I almost clicked on the campfire. Eek! Okay, so let's see. 6 energy. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I do think this is a good time for this. 5. We're still 1 energy shy. So let's put the weakness here in backflip to see what how our options change. Accuracy makes things significantly better. But we have 9 cards in hand. So if we play a strike, actually, you know what? If we play a strike and then the 3 blade dances, we're going to have another energy. So we actually have 2 strikes, which is kind of nice because 8 per these guys is a little bit of a crappy exchange rate. We could use strike to smooth that over slightly. But in order to do that, we have to play the second one after we do all the shivs, or else we won't get the extra energy. So yeah, I'll leave him at 1, and rather than clipping on something that deals 8 damage, we can clip something that does 6. Like so. Good first turn. Alright. And he's weak, so if he decides to attack, we have a slight advantage. And he does. Okay. Ooh, we do not have much in the way of block here. We block 8, take 10. That might be worth breaking this open. Backflip, okay. So let's get the footwork down first and backflip. Okay. Defend for full block, and I guess we set up rather than playing the blade dance. Oh wait, no. This is now 36 damage. Right, and then next turn he'll summon adds, and that means, yeah, I don't think Noxious Fume compares to Blade Dance with 2 accuracies out. And the fight's just not going to last long enough, right? We have... he dies with 2 Blade Dances, basically. Okay, but that's not what we found. But that's okay, because we still have next turn. Yeah, because now the deck has been reshuffled. So we have 4 Blade Dances among 16, which means we're likely to pick up at least 1. And if the math works out bad, we can just kill one of these. Hey, look at that. Look at that. Unfortunately, I don't think there's a way to do it that plays nicely with the Nunchaku. What we can do is throw in the Neutralize, because this is going to just flip this over. So at least this way, we get a 1 on here instead of 0. Maybe I shouldn't have choked. Maybe if I hadn't choked, we could have ratcheted that up a little bit more. It'd be interesting to go back and see. Alright, that fits what we're doing pretty nicely. I think this is a skip. Yeah, I really missed out playing that choke. So what is this? All 4 blade dances in the opening hand. Well, let's count this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we know we'll get that. So if we had ratcheted this up to whatever it would have ended up being. Maybe would have made this 7 and floated in energy. So this could be seen as an absorption point of sorts, I suppose. Let's do the accuracy first and then get the blade dances flowing. We're looking at 8 per. That means this is a fairly clean 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And then we throw 2 over here. We get that extra energy. Put the weakness on the one that's actually going to survive, since to mitigate this one all we have to do is kill him. Of course, all 4 of our blade dances are in the discard pile now, so while that was an explosive first turn, it means the rest of the fight's going to be a little slow. This basically neutralizes him. He'll die not this turn, but next turn, and then with our energy level we can do this. Spend all of our energy, and now we can just ignore him. Let's reapply weak here. Now this is full block, so we'll just not backflip in case we want to actually play whatever we would draw into, such as footwork and accuracy. Hopefully footwork, because he's scaling. Yep. Footwork down. One of these is enough. Good. Ugh. What are the chances we can kill him with a single attack? Pretty good, I would say, with this. That's pretty good, so we can set up for next time. Yeah, strike's all we actually need. There it is. Good place to start. Footwork number 2. I think that's a fine idea. With all the blade dances, we've got our attack under control as far as the Phantasmal Killer. I'm okay with going down the alley of all the elites. Yikes! There are no mitigation here besides the weaks. Alright, let's start with the choke. We definitely want to get this down. We definitely want to do these for the nunchaku. Weakness, weakness, and then that's just the extra energy there. Alright, so we did a lot of damage to him. And with the weakness, he's only doing 8, which isn't that bad. But it's the wounds that I never like with this guy. Yikes, that is a lot of setting up. What's that mean? Well, single defend is now worth 10. We take 2 to be able to play the accuracy. I think that's good. Yeah. Another wound, but with if we can get the other accuracy down, then our blade dances become brutal. Found it. Alright, so that makes that easy, and now we can just do... Actually, we can do this, and then this, because of the nunchaku. And now we have to try to build that back up as far as possible before ending the fight. Fortunately, all we have is this, so we're very limited on how we can influence. But there it is. Alright, 5's not bad. Maw Bank, not bad considering we have no shops on the horizon. Okay, at our current rate, I think our energy and card levels kind of match each other. It's not so skewed in one way that acrobatics makes sense, and not so skewed in the other way that slice makes a lot of sense. Because we are relying on the blade dances, we're actually spending our energy. Right now we have 4, we're drawing 5 cards per turn, and since these are like fractions of energy refunded, that's kind of, we're not quite playing the 5 cards per turn, generally speaking. So I think we're in a good place as far as that goes. Caltrops I don't really think has a place in this deck. It's a nice card to pick up just for the heart, since, you know, he'll do like 75 damage to himself if it's a plus. every like 3 turns or something. But I think our damage output is such that we'd really be more worried about the beat of the heart hurting us rather than what we could do as far as beating back on him. So if we're offered one of these later, probably worth taking, but right now I think it's not in our best interest. Alright, moving along. We get a campfire after this. Juzu bracelet's actually somewhat timely. We do have a path here that is riddled with events, and not any of them have been hallway fights yet. So now we're back up to a comfortable level there. Happy about that. Ooh, surprise shop. Which means we got even more healing, and now our Maw Bank is going to be pretty worthless. This plays into everything we're doing very well. Alright, so that's done for. That is start of combat. And we only have enough gold for infinite blades, which is definitely worthwhile with the nunchaku. And that's one card that the fact that we can't upgrade, it's actually probably in our favor. So we're going to have 10 cards in our opening hand. I am not seeing a whole lot of block here. So we know we're going to have 6 energy. Let's count it out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's pretty ideal, actually. So let us do that, and that, and that. Just get started on this guy here. There's the extra energy. Get started on this guy, and we're just going to block what we can. So we're going to take 8 here, but that's fine. We're actually very healthy at the moment. And because he's attacking now, he won't be attacking next turn. That is not great. That's a little better. Won't get to Crippling Cloud. But that's probably fine. We will want to do this because of the math. Alright. Ready for the next batch. And we have the Noxious Fumes down, which will help as far as smoothing the numbers out. He's not attacking, that's very, very good. This makes the Shiv worth 12, which does eliminate this guy. This is full block, and then we'll put the weak on the one who might very well be multi-attacking us next turn. Get one more energy next turn. Not attacking us, okay. So these are worth 12 each, which means 2 should take him down very easily. Unfortunately, we have a lot of extra energy this turn. There we go. Noxious Fumes finishes off. Very good. Alright. Now there's a chance we can just go for the throat here. Yeah, 1 Blade Dance in hand for sure. That's 36 damage. Oh yeah, 48. And yeah, 12 times 4 is 48, plus 4 is 52. Oh, look at that. We even leave the Nunchaku at 9. Splendid. Been doing pretty well at having that line up for us fairly consistently. Dreamcatcher. Okay. That does complement the Fusion Hammer ever so slightly. So I'm not as disappointed in seeing that as I normally would be. It's probably a skip. We can't upgrade the non-pluses. Wow, just enough gold to obtain another relic. The boot. We'll make our Shivs hit for 5 until we get our first accuracy down. So, not the worst thing in the world. Not worth 85 gold, I don't think, but what are you going to do? Accuracy in the opening hand is so much better now that we have the Ninja Scroll. Alright, so let's do... We're going to have a lot of energy here. We can do pretty much everything we want to, for sure. So, yeah, there goes our neutralize actually got boosted. Yeah. And then we can actually muster 18 block on top of it. Nice. Spend our whole energy. Decent turn 1. Still weakened. Very good. We have no block this turn. I think Crippling Cloud's more important than Choke here. No blocks. We're going to take another 8, which is fine. We do have one more campfire before the boss. The wounds, not so happy about. But you guys know that. Again, with the lack of block. At least we can play everything. Alright, so we take another 5. Which is actually not bad, because that puts us like right in the sweet spot of campfire heals. I think before he hit it, we might have actually clipped some of it. Alright. This means we can just end it, right? They currently do 8 each, and we're looking at 7, which puts us perfectly 8 times 7 is 56, plus 8. So let's not put the accuracy down so we can actually maximize the nunchaku. Assuming my math was accurate. As we get closer, I can reevaluate. 7, 8. Yep, 8 plus 8 is 16. In fact, we can just make it official. Cool. Strawberry, okay. That actually increases the amount we will heal. Noxious Fumes number 2. I like the Noxious Fumes early on. At this point, we are very fierce on a single target level. I don't know that the banking of the poison, especially since we can't upgrade them, I don't think a second copy makes a lot of sense in this deck. Alright, let's get that heal. Puts us damn near full health. Prepared plus. Yeah, I think that's kind of handy. Potentially. Alright. No accuracies. Is this a fight where we strength? Um, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Definitely can play it all. So we have 12 attacks coming in this turn. Oh man, that means we actually have 2 extra energy. Alright, so this would be an extra 24 damage right now. I don't know. We're likely to get a potion which fills us up. Beginning of act can be a little worse than the... And I think we go without here. Just getting some hand space on the safe side. Oh yeah, look at all that boot value we're getting. I hadn't considered that when I chose not to drink that, but yeah. That is technically a factor. We would have clipped our own boot value, which would have made this potion half as valuable for like 2/3 of the attacks we just unleashed. Something like that. I think we have to skip the Crippling Cloud here. It's actually not that big of a deal when you consider he wipes his debuffs at halfway. The Crippling Cloud after the fact might be a way to get back up on our feet. Let's backflip first. No, prepared first. Yeah, defend survivor. Alright, so what this is just strictly a setup turn. But it does make this Shiv nice and juicy. Which is good, because he's got Metallicize 6. Which definitely offsets our accuracy-less Nice. This is not bad. 2, 3, 4, and then we get the nunchaku and we get to set that down too. Seems good. Doing some damage this turn, that's for sure. Cool. He gave us a nice little window of not attacking. It did debuff us, so it's not like all grand, but the fact that we didn't have to focus so much on mitigation through the first pass of the deck definitely sets us up nicely for this second pass of the deck. I guess we backflip first. He's not weakened, so neutralize means we probably already have full block. I don't think we have the room for choke. But 2, 3, 6, 9, 10, that's 3 energy, and then we can still fit the defend in, so this works out. We'll play everything but the choke if I'm counting correctly. 9, yep, I did. So we got full block, and the strike got boosted by the boot, so we are getting some boot value. And now we're past the halfway point. So hopefully we won't draw a crippling cloud just yet. We risk drawing it by playing this, but we have to. Hey, we didn't draw it. Fantastic, look at that. Unfortunately, we're going to float an energy here, it looks like. I didn't even plan the boot with his metallicized, but that's something you can do in your own games. Oh, look at that, we don't float an energy. Way better. Of course, all those debuffs don't matter, but now we're almost sure to draw the crippling cloud. So crippling cloud and then 2 block cards. 20 block. Seems decent. Alright, no weakness there. Yes, we did get the crippling cloud. Okay, so this does not get boot value, but we get to block for. Oh, we're frail. Okay. Oh, somehow I missed that. Okay. I can't count. Oh, the Shiv put us over. That's actually pretty handy right on the execute turn. This is not bad at all. We are not weakened. So we're looking at 7 times 12. Yeah, I think we just have lethal without the... Let's find out though. No, we're gonna need some help. That's the help. Unfortunately, no, that's not true. I was gonna say unfortunately we have to clip the nunchaku, but no, it's perfectly set up for Act 3. Very good. After image. Oh. So both of these would be amazing, but especially the after image. It is a damn tragedy that we're not going to be able to upgrade it, but once we get rolling, that's some fantastic supplement. If nothing else, it offsets the beat of the heart. Astrolabe. We have plenty of food for that, no doubt. No doubt. Let's see what we get. Interesting. They're all upgraded too. That's one nice thing about the Astrolabe. So let's take a quick peek at what we did get. 1,000 cuts very well plays into everything else we're already doing. With the prepared, we did give ourselves more of a need for slightly more energy hungry stuff, and that fits the bill. As does dash, which is another form of block built into an attack. Maybe that's handy. We'll see. And then tools of the trade gives us a steady discard for like burns, wounds, things like that. Very nice. Also 0 cost, so it plays into like after image and choke. All in all, I'd say pretty decent. Anyways, that's going to do it for Act 2. Thank you guys very much for joining me. I do hope that it was enjoyable for you. Please leave any comments that you have down below, and I'll see you guys in the next act. Take care.